Good evening, everyone in the UAE. Good morning or good afternoon to those who are watching us live from different parts of the world. And thank you very much for following our pages and joining us in our weekly discussions. So, we are now on our episode 4 of our third season. To those who are new to our pages, the Desert Girls Live goes live every Tuesday at 9:30 in the evening in UAE time. So before we start our episode for tonight, please help me welcome my business peers. Please introduce
Hi
yourself,
everyone,
girls.
I'm Tarina.
Hi, good evening. It's Anna here.
Hi, this is Liz. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, ladies. And I'm Ann here. I am the owner of this business page, and I will be your host for tonight. Hope everyone is doing well. So, for our tonight's discussion, we would like to share with you all why UAE is very special for us. You know, so I think this is also a perfect timing because this year, actually, we will be celebrating the 50th founding year of the UAE. And
Wow.
yeah, so we're very excited. I know that it's going to be like a great celebration this year. Do you believe it, girls?
Yes, I'm looking
Wow.
Yeah,
forward to it.
I'm
Yeah,
sure there will be
yeah, it will be like fabulous
massive.
celebration this year. So UAE, offers it's a year round of sunshine and very little rain. And this is also the most diversified country. And here, this in this part of the world, this is where hopes and dreams harmonize. So I am very excited with this topic for tonight. So I would love to start sharing my thoughts why UAE is very special to me. So I have been in the UAE, as you all know, for almost 14 years now, and I can really call it as my home away from home. Although this is a Muslim country, our brothers and sisters and the leaders of this nation has actually allowed us to practice our own faith and build communities here. And through these communities, we found families here who supported us and stood by us as if they were all our real immediate family members here. So, what about you, Terina? Is there anything that you can share why UAE is special to you?
UAE is special to me for many, many reasons. I've been here for 4 years and I'm about to start my fifth year here in the UAE. And as you said, this is indeed a second home. But to be honest, I left my home country for a better life, better opportunities for myself and my family. So one of the things that I love about the UAE is that how the packages rather that it offers teachers like myself who would like to, become international teachers and to get the experience. So the UAE offers us many benefits that are very competitive when compared to other countries in the world, and I really do love that fact about it. And I'm able to bring my family here, and they too can get the experience that they wouldn't get, living back home. So I love the opportunities that teachers get here.
Wow. What
That's
about
amazing
you,
to hear.
Anna?
Yeah. Well, as you know, I have been here for 17 years and counting. It'll be 18 next year. And I think I might have said this in I might have shared it with you ladies in the previous Go Lives or maybe on my page. I'm not sure. But this is, or you've also mentioned it, all of you mentioned it, but this is where I've met my friends who became family. Like now okay, first when I was new here, I was new. I liked having a big crowd. Liked having a big crowd of friends. And then as the years go by, my crowd gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And so that's my close circle of group now. That's like my tight knit group. So the one thing I'm gonna start off with, the one thing also that I love about the UAE is I love the brunches or the drunches, like evening brunch. And it's like I don't know if yes, I
Foodie.
think yeah, of course I'm a foodie, and I don't know if it happens anywhere else, but it's like such a social scene, like all you can eat. It can be alcoholic or non-alcoholic. So many packages to choose from, and I'm sure Liz will say, "Oh, entertainer is the way to go." So that's my top number one thing that I love about the UAE. What
Yeah,
about you, Liz?
it's really easy to make families here, Anna, right? Even if like
Yes,
you came here like single, and I know like Liz and Ian came to Dubai when they were single, and they made families here. It's really very easy. So
true.
let's hear it from Liz then.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, just hearing your stories, ladies, makes me think back of when we first landed here, which was in 2008. So this year we've been here for 13 years now and counting, praise God. So, like many of you, we came here to have to pursue our dreams for ourselves, to provide better for our families, and like Tirina is saying, we are so thankful that we had the chance to have better opportunities here to to grow our careers in here, to build our families in here. And like what Maan is saying, even though it's a Muslim country, we're able to freely practice our religion, which is also very big for me and Ian. We're able to join communities in here that became our families. And like Anna, we also found here our group of friends. I can relate to you when you said that you used to have a massive big group of friends before, but now it just keeps smaller and smaller. You have that core group of friends that despite their busy schedules, you still find time to meet, to still continue that friendship, that relationship. I would say on top of all of that, I would really add that having a lot of places to go to for free, or for spending minimum amount that you can really enjoy. There's a lot of public places in here that we really love going, and me, I like going to these free places. Like I've spoken about it many times. The beach is one of my favorite areas to go, and being in still in the pandemic situation, we are very lucky here in the UAE that we get to go to these places, that there's not a lot of crowds, that we enjoy our time, we enjoy our space, there's social distancing. Not like I can say back home that I don't have to drive for say 4 hours just to get to a really nice beach. Here it just takes 20-30 minutes and I'm already there. Right? So what's not there to love? So
Yeah.
definitely this is one thing.
Yeah. Before I add on to what you've just mentioned about the road, let's just greet our friends here who's joined us tonight. Let's greet on Radia. Is it Radia? I hope that I pronounced your name right.
Hi.
Hi, girls. Hi,
Hi,
Radia. Thanks for
Samira.
tuning in. Yeah. Hi, Samira.
Hi,
Hi,
Samira.
Hi,
Samira.
Samira.
Hi. Yeah, loving to watch you guys. We miss you here, Samira. Hope you can join us again one day. And Samira said that she loves the malls a lot and fast food.
Oh, she's a foodie too,
She's a foodie. I think all of
Hi,
us here are like
foodie.
foodie.
and a mall rats.
Yeah. Hi, Ian. Thanks for
Hi,
watching.
Hi, Hal.
Yeah. He is the guy behind, the designs of this Desert Girls Live for all of
thank
you.
you,
So you would
Ian.
know.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah. And yeah. And Luville. Hi, Luville. Thanks
Hi,
for
Hello,
Laville.
watching.
Bill.
Good evening in
Just to say,
Canada.
Samira said, love the malls
Oh,
and
really?
McDonald's ice cream.
Still
Yes.
food.
Foodie. You're a certified foodie, Samira. So yes, as like what Liz said, about the road, that it will only take you like 20 minutes to go to the beach, to the malls, and to
Yes.
different places that you would love. Because the roads here was like, I don't know,
So
in
wide.
it's so wide in the Philippines. I think the one lane
The
here is equivalent to two or three, four in the Philippines. So that's why when came home, actually, I really didn't
you
renew
see the
our
difference,
license.
right?
Actually, yeah, it's very difficult to drive back home. And here the roads are very wide, and it's very easy. The traffic, though, there is still traffic on the road, especially after office hours, but it's still moving, you know.
Yes, it's
And
moving.
yeah, and how about there in Abu Dhabi area, Tarina?
In regards to the roads and traffic,
Mm-hmm.
yes, you'll find traffic, but as you said, it keeps moving. It keeps moving, and I have the same experience. Not being in Jamaica for 2 years, and driving on the right side of the road and having all these lanes to drive. When I came back a few weeks ago, I'm like, I was so scared to drive, and even though I'm driving and I keep switching, clicking the wiper for the indicator, and I'm
Oh
like, which side of the road
my.
should I stay on? So, that is something that the UAE offers us, just the lifestyle. It offers a different lifestyle that you can grow into. And I also like the fact that the UAE is very safe. It's a safe country to raise your family, you know. And being a mother of two girls, I love that peace of mind. I don't have to worry about my daughters. I don't have to worry about them going to the park by themselves or going to the mall with their friends. It is safe here in the UAE, and sometimes the media would paint a different picture about the Middle East. But once you're here and once you're living the lifestyle, you will know that this country is one of the safest countries in the world, and I'm very grateful for that.
Totally agree.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's really safe here. Do you have any experience here, Anna, when we talk about safety
um,
in Dubai? I
well,
want to share something later.
all right, but no experience. But I totally agree with what Tarina said about safety. Like, I feel really safe here rather than, like, okay, sorry for this, but going home to the Philippines. Yeah. And yes, actually, the one other thing on my list, all of you have mentioned it already, is that everything is accessible. Like, any part that you live in, you will always have something around you. You will have a mall around you. You'll have a park around you. You'll have the malls. You'll have the beach. You'll have something. You
Yes.
don't have to live in one area and then think, oh, I need to go to the beach, but then I need to drive that way. No, but then you can go, closer to you or
Very
something like that.
convenient, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
Yes.
very.
convenient.
Yes.
It's so convenient. Everything, you'll have everything around you. Maybe a salon, laundry places, restaurants, food, and food again,
Yes.
and
A lot.
everything
And food
else.
again.
Yes. Yeah.
Surrounded, yeah.
So yeah. So I guess, like, I'm matching what you said for my second top thing that I love about the UAE.
Well, I would add to that, Anna. You were saying that it's very everything is convenient. There's a nearby mall, there's a nearby salon, and we cannot really discount the fact that everything can be delivered at your doorstep.
That's my
As in
third one.
everything. Like there's like, especially I think the last year when with the pandemic, there's so many delivery options,
Mhm.
groceries, from fresh meat to flowers to
Yeah.
every little thing they can deliver
Everything.
right to your doorstep, right?
Or
And even small
pharmacies.
supermarkets, yeah, pharmacies,
Yes.
medicines can be delivered to your doorstep. And I
True.
cannot say that back home it's the same as this. I'm sure there's a lot of improvements now back home in terms of deliveries, but
Mhm.
here really, even small supermarkets just right below your building or next building, they will deliver to your doorstep,
And even if you just
So
order one thing, right?
This is gonna say there's
yeah,
no minimum.
No meaning. Even one
so
banana.
but sometimes I feel bad doing that. It's like I'm
I
just gonna
know.
order one piece. I'm gonna think of, okay, what else do I need? What else do I think I need? Just so I can
Exactly.
increase my spend value.
Yeah, it will ends up like
Exactly.
the tip is higher than the thing that you bought.
Exactly. Then the amount that you
Exactly.
bought. Exactly.
So
You
true.
know.
Yeah,
What
so
else can I
yeah,
add?
so speaking of that about safety also, this is the I don't know, yeah, because this is the best place when you go to the mall, you can leave your mobile phone and go to the counter and buy your food, and you come back to your table, your phone is still there. I don't know, but with other country, you just maybe just
I cannot do that
seconds.
in Europe when traveling. Nope.
Yeah.
Or even when you're there on the table, you'll see your phone gone.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Even if you're like keeping it
Yeah.
to yourself, that's how safety. And as I said, I wanna share a story. The policemen here, I really salute them. We had what you call this, like a crazy experience here, because Glenn and I went outside with our friends, and we came home like in the middle of the night, like about 12 midnight. And then, because our door key here, if the key is inside the house, like in the door, from outside you cannot open it.
Yeah.
You can open
Yeah.
it.
So we were just like trying to ring the bells, like banging the door. I called all the mobiles of my children, my nanny. We had a nanny back then. We called them, even the landline. No one's answering.
Oh my.
So I was like, "Oh my god, what's happened? What's happening inside?" So I called the police, and then in less than 5 minutes they arrive.
They're here.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
Wow.
they're here. They're like at our doorstep, and I was like crying. It's like, and then they open it, and then they came inside, and then they looked at in our room to ensure that it's safe, that there's
That's it.
nothing.
Oh
So
wow.
that's how I really salute the policemen here. Like, you know, in an instant, they would come to the rescue and make sure that everything is safe. Yeah. So,
But I'm curious about the story. Why couldn't you go in? Continue.
Anna, because the key is in
Oh,
the
so
keyhole inside, so
Door
I
lock.
cannot
nobody heard?
door
Like
lock. I cannot open it from
the children
outside.
didn't hear you, or the nanny,
No,
they
they
didn't
were
hear their
like,
phones
yeah, they
sleeping.
were sleeping so tightly. So when
Oh,
the policeman
Wow.
enter our room, they were all like sleeping there. Actually, he
oh,
wouldn't believe that's why he entered even in the room, because I don't know, maybe for safety reason. Also, they wanted to ensure that I don't know what's running in my
There's nobody
mind.
there. Yes.
Yeah, no, but yeah, someone's inside, or someone's just
yeah.
putting a gun
Yeah.
on them or something. So to
Oh my
ensure, they
god.
went inside our room and checked. But I really salute them. I love these guys here, the police. Yeah. Anything to add on that, Trina?
Not on that point, but I another thing that I love about the UAE is that you're able to travel the world from the UAE, from Dubai, especially at reasonable prices. The cost is completely cheap when compared to traveling, even say from Jamaica to other countries.
Mhm.
Because Dubai is like the aviation hub, one of those the largest hubs where people transit through and through. And I can't wait for this pandemic to end. I'm praying that it will end soon because I want to take advantage of that, to start traveling the world, to start going to different countries with my family. So I am doing my research and I'm planning and I have my list. So as soon as this pandemic is over, I'm going to be ticking. I've been to Egypt, so that one is off. So I'm looking forward to traveling to other countries quite soon.
Yes, definitely.
Sounds
Definitely.
like a plan, Tarina. I'm
Yes,
excited to see where you're
yes.
going next.
I would. Some countries in Africa, definitely.
Yeah. So Loville is super to come to visit Dubai and meet all of you. Yeah, we'd love to
Oh,
see
come
Yes,
on
you
over.
personally.
Come over,
Come
Laville.
Come on
over.
over.
Maybe
Come on
in the next how
over.
many months now that the weather will be nicer, you know?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes, a
Samira
cooler
said,
period.
yeah, rightly, yeah. UAE is a very safe and secure.
yes,
True.
it
I
is.
attest to that.
True.
And Ian said, UAE became my
Oh,
second home for 13 years.
oh yes.
True.
Oh
It
yeah, that's
feels
a good
like
one,
I'm in
Ian.
Manila with kabayans everywhere. That's so true,
Anywhere.
actually.
That's
Yeah.
true.
One of I would like to add to that, I would say that one of the reasons maybe that, one of the reasons that we feel so much at home here in the UAE is because there's a lot of Filipinos around. Everywhere you look, there's kabayans, there's kuya, and there's ate, that you can see. So you don't really feel like you're so very far away from home, right?
True.
Plus the fact
True.
that there's a lot of Filipino supermarkets, so Filipino
Yes.
goodies are actually there's plenty in here. If
Yeah.
you're craving for Filipino goodies, most likely you'll find something close to that here, if not the
Mhm.
exact one. So that helps. It reduces the homesickness a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
True.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Very true.
Yeah. And
And
also here, the hospitals, they are the government, actually the leaders of this nation, they provide almost free. My
Yes.
treatment here is free of charge because it's paid by the insurance. If it's equivalent, the equivalent amount into our Philippine peso, oh my God, I don't know, maybe, I don't
Millions.
know, maybe you could buy like more than like half, more than five, I don't know, half a million or even more.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Because just one one
True.
one session only, it will cost you
Yes,
about, I don't know, hundred thousands and thousands of pesos. Yeah.
yes, that's true. And that's another thing that I really do love here about the UAE. The healthcare system, it's one of the best. I did a surgery a few months ago and I got a total. One of the time I have to look around and say, am I in a hotel room or something? Because I'm getting my menu, I'm getting my 3 meals per day, like 5 course meals, and
Mm-hmm.
the nurse is
Wow.
checking on me. Yes, checking on me all the time. And then when I got my bill,
Fancy.
like what my hand said, when I got my bill, insurance covered everything. It was more
Wow,
than a
that's
million
really
dollars in
good.
my country, more than $1 million in my country. And
Oh,
it says that beneficiary paid 0.00 dirham. I'm like, God is good. I had to
What?
say, God
wow.
is good. So the
Mm,
healthcare here in the UAE, it is amazing. I really do appreciate that.
wow.
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference, doesn't it?
It does.
Nothing,
It
not to
does.
worry about hospital bills because your insurance has covered it.
Mm.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes.
Yeah, because a lot of different stress, and then paying the bills is definitely
Yeah,
one off
imagine
of
Yes.
what you're
one of your
thinking. Yeah,
list.
Yes.
Exactly.
yeah,
So that's great.
that's true. So,
I
so anything more, Liz, you wanted to add?
I'm actually thinking because Tarina is saying something about of course how the government here has been doing it's a great job in running this beautiful city into the next decade or so. You mentioned Maan, you mentioned that celebrating its 50th founding anniversary, and I'm just thinking how this government is actually very forward thinking. It's like everywhere you go into the government offices is very smooth. Any transaction you do is very smooth. There doesn't have long
Organized.
lines, and it's very organized. It's very timely processing, and transactions are done online. You don't actually they use apps a lot. I think everything is on available on an app,
Yeah.
which makes it, I think, very technologically driven, and always looking into what's next for the UAE. So
True.
Ian especially like that. He likes apps, he likes online transactions, so he's very happy with that part of Dubai as well.
So
That's the
true. That's true. But I like this app for paying the parking. Like I use it all the time. Like I
Yes,
don't have to actually hold coins in my hand. I can
yes,
just
and to
go.
put it in slots. Yes, me
You need
too.
to share that one with me as well. I need that app. I'm always looking for coins to drop in the meter boxes.
Ah.
Oh, but
mm.
would it be the same in Abu Dhabi, the RTA app?
I'm not
It should
sure,
be
but
the same. Yeah, maybe
I'm
you
just
have the same.
because the thing is, where I live in Abu Dhabi, I don't use those. I don't use those meter boxes. But when I
City
do go
parking.
into the city, yes, for the parking. When I do go into
Oh,
the city, most of the places that I park, I don't use it.
mhm.
But when I come to Dubai, that's the time when
Oh,
I.
right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I
We'll
Because
see.
for me,
share it.
I don't use app for parking here. I use the SMS. Like, you just have
Oh,
to SMS it to 7275, and yeah, you don't need to have that app. But yeah, my phone is actually getting slower now because I have like, I don't know how many apps do I have here. Everything, I don't keep like cash in my wallet as well, because everything
mhm.
here you can pay, online and on just the top
With your
Yes.
phone,
of
yeah.
your
Yes, that's a
phone.
benefit. That's another benefit. It's
Yeah, I think
totally
that's what.
digital.
Yeah, well, like what Liz said, this country is very technologically driven, because I
Yes,
think, as I've mentioned in the beginning, that this is very diversified country, and they welcome different cultures, different races, and as I said, two heads is better than one, and because of this diversified country, and a lot of people are coming from different
yes,
parts of the world, all the brains they all share together, and that's how the leaders of this nation actually um, envision that.
yes.
They're very young leaders, but it's very, I don't
They're
know.
very wise.
It's very, we are, yeah.
They are
We're
They're
very,
very
visionaries.
wise.
yeah, very, yeah. They're very wise leaders actually. So think we can go a long, long, long discussions about the
Yes,
UAE
we can.
because yeah, we can go overnight discussing
I
how
know.
grateful we are having this as our home, away from home, and
Yes.
finding friends and everyone. And as we said, UAE also is also the land of opportunities, which gave us the work here that enables us to help our family back home, especially financially. And we created and built friends here in Dubai. We
Yes.
practice our faith, and Terina is enjoying her school, you
Yes.
know, because in the school also you have like different nationalities, like
Yes.
of the
Very diverse.
students. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
And teachers as
diverse.
well.
Yeah, so that's how UAE has become really part of our lives here in Dubai, because we live in here in Dubai. So I'm sure that everyone, as like Leville said, we would love to welcome you here, and we would
Yes.
love for everyone who will be watching us, catching this on replay. Also, we would love, maybe I hope maybe most of you have been to Dubai and visited here, not just like beautiful places and beaches and malls. It's just UAE is the home of humanity. That's all I
Yes.
can say. It's all. It's a home for humanity. So before we part ways, we would just like to say hi to some of our other friends. Speedy, hi. Thanks for joining in.
Thanks for
Hi.
joining.
Yeah, and Tina Smith
Hi,
Jameson.
Tina.
Hi,
Hi.
Tina.
Yeah. Okay, then. So thank you again, guys, for joining us tonight, and hope that we have shared with you how we are loving the UAE very much, and hope from our small sharings tonight, you are loving the UAE as well as how much we love this nation. So
Sorry.
hope to see you again, guys, next week for our fifth episode of our third season on
Yes.
this Desert
Desert
Girls
Desert
Girls
Girls
Live.
Girls
Live.
Yeah.
Live.
Have a good night, everyone. Keep safe
Thank
and
you for
God bless you
watching.
all. Bye
Good
Thank you,
bye.
night.
everyone.
Good
Thank
night.
you,
Thanks for tuning
everyone.
in.